All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Sports Talk. Today it is me and Marion here again, as always. Maybe next time we get a guest, talk about
Maybe.
some sports with us. I think that'd be kind of fun. Um, Coming at you with some more news. Pretty light on the news, as always, due to 2020 being 2020. But we got some things to talk about. Mainly. Let's go ahead and do you want to break it into the Last Dance?
Yeah. So let's hop into that.
Going Last
So
Dance.
what? So it's May 8th. So at this point, we've had 3 weeks of it of the
Six
Jordan
episodes.
documentary, six
Six
episodes,
episodes. Yep.
and
2 more weeks left.
yeah. It's exciting. I mean, quick review of it all. I think it's well. For one, I think this is exactly what the sports world needed right now.
It's
I'm so
amazing.
glad. I'm so glad they decided to push it up.
It's
The
amazing.
like anybody interested in sports or just in documentaries in general should definitely check it out. Or just if you're interested in the greatness of any level, and just seeing other people master their craft and do their thing. I think it's definitely worth a watch. I mean, hell, you probably are not that busy. And yeah, I think like a quick review of it is just this is one of the best
My
sports
grandma is loving it.
docs I've seen. Yeah, I
She's
mean
loving
this
it.
this shit's making my dad a fan of Jordan. My dad did not like Jordan.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Really? What?
No,
Well, I
my
guess
dad
the
did not like Jordan.
New York men's.
Yeah, and it's very like it was like a Jordan played during the same time he played, sort of thing. Is like, man, like when my dad always looked at it was like, I would rather play the dude than to be like a fan of his. My dad was always a fan of like guys older and after Jordan because he didn't like Jordan, but he also didn't like anyone else from that era. I can't think. The only
Gotcha.
person he was a fan of was like Pat, and because New York.
Right.
But other than Pat Ewing, yeah, he wasn't a fan of anybody from the '90s, late '80s era. No, not even
Feel
early
that.
2000s. My dad ain't fuck with nobody. He ain't really fucking nobody till the Warriors came, and he also fucked with Kevin Garnett and the Celtics.
Hmm.
Like that Celtics team that pretty much that went back and forth with Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
He fucked with them. But mainly it was Kevin Garnett. And other than that, yeah, my dad, it was the Warriors then after that. My dad in like New York, pride over time.
For me, this has been great. I was a huge fan of 30 for 30 when that used to run you know, it almost seemed like they put out documentaries once a year or once every 2 times a year or something at one point. But I used to
Uh-huh.
love 30 for 30 um, documentaries. I used to not like documentaries before 30 for 30. Then after 30 for 30, I enjoyed every documentary, whether it was sports or not. But uh, nah, this is great, and it's made by the same guy that also did the Bad Boys 30 for 30. Or not the Bad Boys, the Fab Five 30 for 30. Which was
That was a really
really
good
good.
one.
That was a really, really good one. So I haven't been disappointed. This has been great. The way he's telling the story is so good. I'm a fan of these jump in time type of situation, anything. I like that in movies. I'm liking that in TV shows. I'm becoming a
Uh-huh.
bit, and I think that's because I'm a fan of Tarantino, one of the premier people to do that, where they tell a story from a certain point of time and then make it round out. But the
Mhm.
way he's doing this documentary is perfect. I mean, I can't find a flaw, other than the hype it's creating or the publicity it's creating for these people nowadays. It's like, come on, these people are like 60 years old. You see Isaiah Thomas get bashed. I mean, come on now, like
Yeah, it's like mad late. It's
Isaiah
like
is
where was
old,
this
bro.
years ago?
But
And
you know what? It's proven that Jordan is a wholehearted believer in holding a grudge, bro. Because he had full all hands on deck for this one. He had a hand in everything on this documentary.
Mhm.
So he definitely wanted to go at Isaiah Thomas still. 50 some years old. Come on, man. Like,
The only thing that I will say I think might be that I'm not like that. I wish there was more to it, and I say that because like I think most people watching this who weren't like basketball fiends in the '90s or younger people, like most people probably my age, are probably learning a lot more than I'm learning about Jordan. But that's because literally last year I listened to like Jordan's biography or whatever on Audible. And that shit it went deeper than his documentary. Like, yes, I am learning things. There are things that wasn't covered in that book. Um, and just also just like to see things is different than to hear it. But that documentary went deep. Like I learned about Jordan's grandfather in great detail. I don't remember any of it because that stuff was not going to stick. But they like that book is crazy. So if you guys, I'll try to find the name of the book before this is over. I'll check my Audible. But yeah, it's a really good book. But so with that said, what are your like three favorite things that you've learned from this docu
Um,
series?
I mean, to be honest, I haven't really learned much. I've learned all this stuff before too, prior being someone who grew up in around Illinois.
Hmm.
You kind of know about Jordan. You get to see some of the stuff. My uncles used to have pictures of the 72 win Bulls, and um you just have pictures of Rodman and Pippen and Jordan, and I mean I learned about stuff back then. So um I mean I guess deeper,
Hmm.
um I guess learning how deep the hatred was, because I mean I always thought it was he started to not like Jerry Krause after he promised to break up the team. I didn't know it went back years. He had always not liked Jerry Krause, you know what I'm saying? But
Uh-huh.
you know what I'm saying? These are things I'm learning um that I guess really aren't, they're significant, but that's not really something. I mean, I knew he didn't like Jerry Krause. I didn't know, I just didn't know how deep it was.
Yeah.
And I mean, other than that, not much. It's just reliving, or not reliving, but because I wasn't alive during that time, but seeing and revisiting things I've already, kind of researched
Mhm.
before. But I enjoy it. I enjoy it, man. Michael Jordan is really a whole freak of nature. That's why I always say he's probably, you can't tell me somebody's a better basketball player than him, because it's insane what he does to become like he if he could still physically play today at 50, he would be trying to be the best. That's crazy to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? He has that mentality. He don't care about that. I don't think there's any other person in the world that's like that. So maybe there's a few, but
Mhm.
he's just
I,
leagues
my
different.
my 3 picks would probably be, like, Dennis's, 48 hour thing, because
Them
that
niggas
was
are
not
crazy.
no one knew about that. That was like a reveal if there was one. Like, that whole 48-hour deal that they cut with him, and then Jordan had to go grab his ass because he was gone for 3 days instead of the
Mhm.
2. I think that was really funny. Pippen's doo-doo ass contract. Like
I
they
knew
covered
about
it.
that.
Yeah, like they covered it in the book, but I just didn't like it never stuck with me like how exaggerated that was and how crazy it was, how he was like 100 something, 120 something like most paid player in the league, and it was just like that's
He
crazy.
was the second best in the league.
Uh-huh. And it's like
Or second or third, they always say that, but he
at least
definitely
top
was at one
5,
point,
you know what I
he
mean?
was a number 2 player.
But yeah, and it's like god damn, son, that's crazy. And then I think that has a lot to do with his sensibilities, though, as a person, because they talked, they went in pretty good detail actually about Pippin's upbringing, and how his pops and I think a sibling of his were both like
Paralyzed.
wheelchair. Yeah, like, they're both like paralyzed. Um, there was a shit ton of siblings, not much
Mhm.
money. They were broke as shit, and like that, I guess, and like Jordan's upbringing, from what I recall, it was not as bad as that.
Nope.
Nope. Nope, no way. Like it was like his family was hardworking. Yes, they were black in North Carolina or South Carolina, North Carolina,
North Carolina.
and struggling. Yes, but it wasn't like that on top of like just like crazy bad luck too. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
their family was on the up and up. You know, there's only like you would assume the next generation would be better, but with Pippin's situation, hell, you didn't know where that was gonna go. So with that being said, that combined with the way the parents raised the kids is like, not to play like psychologist, but I'm gonna do it. And it's like you could. I feel like Pippin grew up in the mindset where like also, he wasn't as successful as Jordan was with basketball until later, you know what I mean?
True.
So he was just like, yo, he just took whatever opportunity he could get, is what I'm saying. And he just saw like this is guaranteed money for the next so and so. Man, I've never had 2 quarters I can rub together my whole life. Of course, I'm gonna take this. Whereas Jordan always believed he was gonna be the best. And he also had his parents who were like savvy in business. And his mom's the reason why he signed with Nike and shit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So and yeah, so with that whole set, is like you can see the different families there. Basically, like there's different upbringings, different families. And while one of them signed a contract that was just bullshit, that shit was
Hmm.
like Pippin's was a real I don't believe in my future contract, whereas Jordan was like, bitch, the sky's the limit. You know what I mean? Because I'm Jordan, and Pippin,
Jordan's
his
crazy.
was like, yo, these guys giving me an opportunity. I'm gonna take a get. Like he probably thought he was getting over on the team by signing such a long contract, but it was the other way around.
Yep.
Um, And I guess the final thing was just it's just really nice to see how Jordan speaks with less of a filter. He definitely isn't letting like fully loose, but it's nice to see him
You
like
notice
cut
that
some
man
shit.
always got a glass of brandy or yak next to that boy.
Some shit. My man always got some yak. He an
What he
alcoholic.
drinking?
And his eyes is yellow. I hope he don't get sick.
He ain't got jaundice. Don't worry about him.
Yeah.
But he
Also,
definitely.
you know what's a crazy thing I learned?
What's
None
up?
of them houses in the interviews he's filming in are his. He
Who
wouldn't let
are?
them motherfuckers in his house. He said, "No, we're not filming at my house. We're filming at some other house." They like went to some other people's houses.
Oh, I don't blame him.
Jordan was not letting them niggas in his house. He's so
I I
secretive, bro.
I watched
Chill.
Breakfast Club the other day.
Uh-huh.
They had the obviously they're doing like podcast type situation where everybody's video camming, but they had the Jordan's kids on.
Yeah.
They said he would burn up any shoe that wasn't Jordan shoes. They were not allowed to wear anything but Jordan in the house. You come in with Reebok, it was a problem. He said, Jordan's son said Bow Wow and him were best friends. Bow Wow come over in some Iversons. Jordan make him take them off at the door. Say, you won't wear shoes in the house. There goes some right there. Point out some Jordans. That's crazy, man. Jordan
Uh,
is a different animal, bro.
that's that dude.
Petty, but he different.
So I mean, I guess we could continue with basketball. We could just quickly talk about like what do you think the NBA is gonna do? Like, what do you think they're gonna do? Like,
I don't know anymore.
you
The
think it's gonna
world is
come back this
unpredictable.
year? Or...
Everybody opening up.
Yeah, but it's like, do you think the A is gonna open up? I think the A is gonna try. I think
No, I don't think if they smart enough. Adam Silver is not stupid.
I don't want
First
them
of all,
to,
you see all
and
these.
I know they're not. I know Adam Silver isn't stupid, but he might fall into that stupid shit.
No, he's fine. I think if anything, I just want to see these spikes in COVID cases real quick. If nothing spikes crazy, go ahead, open shit up. NBA
Hmm.
don't gotta be opened up though. It could be chilling,
Yeah. Now I don't know. It
or
sucks
we can do
because I
no
want some
crowds.
closure on this season, but it's like, is it
Can we
really
do
worth
no
it
crowds?
though? No crowds. Yeah, I think that's a potential answer. But like, how much money will it cost to put on the show, and would it be getting that money back? Probably. But I don't know. You know what I mean? Like if you can't if you can't sell tickets, then what do you do? I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
But if
They
it
getting
doesn't
tax
come back,
breaks. Come on now.
if it doesn't come back, that'll be okay. You know, I think the worst thing would be it comes back and NBA players is getting sick and laid out in the hospital and shit.
That would be trash.
That'd be the worst case scenario. So setting aside my selfish desire to see motherfuckers jump around and dunk basketballs through hoops, focus on public health. Um and yeah, so I guess we could continue with the
You want to do the fight card
a
last or what?
different. Nah, I think we should just do it now.
All
So
right, fuck with it. Let's go.
I guess moving into a company that doesn't give a fuck about the wellness of its employees, the
And
UFC.
go and go into a state where it really don't matter. It do
Yeah,
not matter, like Uzi said,
the UFC is putting on UFC 249
in
this
the beautiful
Saturday.
state of Florida.
hmm In Jacksonville, Florida. Um, yeah, I mean, are we really surprised that
I want you to know,
Dana White
UFC.
forced it? Like,
I want you to know, if I had grandma glasses on, they are at the tip of my nose, and I am looking down, giving you that look right now. Like, is you serious? Come on now, Dana. You do not care. I mean, maybe you care, but you do not care.
from my understanding, they're taking a lot of precautions, but
Okay.
precaution goes out the wind the moment somebody just walk in like. But I don't
Everybody
know.
start coughing. Oh
hmm
well. Uh,
So I mean, let's go up the card.
it's a small card,
Yeah.
kinda.
Well, no, I think it's
It's
hold on. Let's
normal. It's
see.
actually normal size. Never mind. It's normal.
Prelims and then early prelims. Nah, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is pretty normal.
It's normal. It just seems small.
Um, Out of the prelim fights, let me see. Any prelim fights I'm excited for? Actually, there's a couple.
Anthony
Damn,
Pettis,
I might be watching fights
Donald Cerrone.
all Saturday. Yeah. So we got Anthony Pettis versus Donald Cerrone. Who do you think is gonna win that? It's a welterweight bout. Donald Cerrone, I think he's what, 2 losses in a row, 3? I think 3, which is
Anthony
bad.
Pettis may give him that work, but hopefully Cerrone pull it through.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Donald. I want Donald to win because I didn't like the way he lost to Connor.
Alexi is
Ah,
a decent fight too.
Lexi? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we
that one.
watched him fight. He was
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
main
yeah,
card at one point. He's pretty decent too.
yeah, yeah. Versus Fabricio Werdum. That should be another good one. That's a heavyweight fight. You got Carla Esperanza versus Michelle Waterson. I gotta watch that. I love the karate hottie. So I'm definitely rooting for her. Middleweight bout, Ronaldo Souza versus Uriah Hall. Oh, that's another banger.
Why
And it's
not?
funny, I saw the Anthony Pettis and Donald Cerrone fight, but I didn't realize it was going to be like prelim fights. Damn. So what about the early prelims? Bryce Mitchell. Okay, yeah, I know him. Vincent Luque. Yeah, I know him. That's pretty much it. I probably will skip those. So damn, I'm probably gonna be watching fights from 8 p.m. all night. Damn.
Look at the main card.
Yeah, so you have
We
the
give
main
some
card.
predictions.
Starting from the bottom with Greg Hardy versus De Castro. I don't know that guy too well. I think I saw one of
Oh,
his fights. One of
yeah,
those
I don't know
that
either one.
I think he was on a card and I like kind of half watched it. But
I'm going Greg Hardy though. Don't ask why. I'm just going.
I'm gonna go with Greg Hardy because he just keep winning for some reason. But it's why I want him to win. That's the other story. I don't really know. I don't really like him. He's just weird. He like rubs me the wrong way. I don't trust him. And this doesn't have
Jeremy.
anything to do with his like what domestic violence case from years ago. No. It's just it's the look in his eyes. I don't like, man, his name is Greg, but whatever. Next fight. It's the featherweight bout between Jeremy Stevens and Calvin Cater. Stevens didn't make weight, but I think the
Was
fight's
this?
still on.
Oh, I'm
He,
gonna say, how's this going?
he missed by
Okay.
like 5 pounds. It was a lot.
Oh,
But I think the fight's still going, from my understanding. I'm rooting for Calvin Cater. I've seen Calvin Cater fight before. That guy's tough. I fucks with him.
all right.
And if you don't make weight, then fuck you. Uh, then we got a heavyweight fight. This is gonna be a banger. We got Francis Ngannou versus Rosenstruck or Rosenstruck. Um, have you
That's a
seen
whole British or not British. That's a whole Brazilian name with some other shit next to it. What the fuck?
have you seen Rosenstruck fight?
I don't think so, but I've seen Nagano. So
No. Rosenstruck is the dude who did the thing to what's his name? What's his name? He busted the dude's lip.
Mhm.
Alistair Overeem. Did you see that picture?
Maybe. I don't think so.
Look up Alistair Overeem's lip right now. Look it up. I did that to him, I think, in the third round of a fight that he was losing, and he did in the last couple seconds. Like he did it like last minute, like bust his motherfucker's lip. And as for Francis, we all know who Francis is. Like Francis is a
Right.
fucking beast. I'm rooting for Francis. But Rosenstrike, he's no joke, bro. Did you see the picture yet? Or should I send it to you?
I'm searching it up right now.
Alistair Overeem.
Green.
Look up lip.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
That shit. And he like knocked him down. Like he was asleep and he got back up, but his lip was fucking flayed. He punched him and
Uh,
did that. He made his lip explode, son. So yeah, my man's got hands. But I'm rooting for Francis. How about you? Who you rooting for, Josh?
for the which wait, we still on the same fight? My faults.
Same fight, yeah.
Yeah. Francis.
Francis.
I'm
All
going
right,
Francis.
next fight. We got a title bout between Henry Cejudo and Dominic Cruz.
Cruz. I
Yeah,
ain't got
Cruz
no
all day.
question mark.
Fuck Cejudo, man. He's so annoying, bro.
That was super easy.
Like
I ain't have to think about it.
I might have liked him if he just I wish you just shut the fuck up. The way he just like his whole shtick in terms of like fight promotion and his personality, it's so annoying. It's not even entertaining. It's not funny either. It's actually just like this guy's just annoying. I want him to just lose everything. So that way I don't have to see him anymore. Not because I want bad things to happen to him, but mainly so that way I don't have to fucking see his ass anymore. You know what I mean? Um,
You know.
and yeah, and Dominic Cruz, that dude can fight. I love his weird, like shifty stance changing fighting style. It's really unique. I hope he lights Cejudo up. But that's who I'm rooting for. In terms of who I actually think will win, I don't know. That he can very well lose his fight to Cejudo. Cejudo is he's the real deal. Um, Dominic's gonna really have to hopefully his like awkward stance switches is enough to keep Cejudo mixed up, you know. But I don't know. We'll have to see. The reach advantage isn't as great as you would hope for Dominic Cruz. It's only 4 inches. Um, but that has a lot to do because I think Dominic, just looking at him, he seems like he's very like torso heavy. Like he has a long ass torso, so like he probably wasn't even supposed to be 5'8". I think just on some odd reason he has like two more vertebrae in his spine than everyone else does, so he's
Hmm.
ended up a little bit taller.
You know.
um, but moving in for the last fight,
The
we got
last fight.
we got we got one hell of a fight. We got Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje.
The
That's
last fight could go up in flames. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's a really hard one to say. Like who we
I don't
think
care.
will
I just want to
win.
see some. I just want to see some shit happen.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I want Tony Ferguson to win because if he loses, he's not fighting Khabib. That's the issue.
Very
You know what I
much
mean?
so.
If he doesn't win this, he's not gonna get to fight Khabib, and that's gonna get put in the back burner even more. So I like Justin Gaethje, but his career is younger. He can get that chance to fight Khabib later. I need Tony to win this, and also not get too hurt while doing it because I want that Khabib fight to happen sooner rather than later. I want it to happen in the fall and not the winter. But damn, it's gonna be a crazy fight. Um, yeah, and that one's for the lightweight interim title
Uh,
belt, which is so funny because Tony has to fight for that shit again because they stripped him. But yeah, that's gonna be a banger. We're gonna be watching it. In case you don't already know yet, Josh, I'm trying to get like a big like watch group to watch it together on Saturday. So
I
the bigger
see
the
it.
group, would be better. Yeah, so it's gonna be really cheap for us. But yeah. So I guess that's all in terms of physical sports. Josh has some esports news for us to wrap this
Yes, yes,
on up.
yes. Let me wrap it up on it. Oh, no, wait, one more sports thing, one actual
Uh
sports thing.
huh.
Joe Burrow, my boy, NFL, about to be the richest man, 23 years old, waiting to sign his contract with the Cincinnati Bengals.
hmm
Hopefully, everything goes well. I really like Joe Burrow, man. I think he's about to change. Nah, he's not. He's really a classic quarterback, man. Classic. Classic. Hopefully things go well for him, unlike other famous quarterbacks of the past, other Heisman winners of the past. I mean, hopefully it goes well.
What school
Obviously,
did he go to?
he went to LSU. They won the
Okay.
championship.
Oh
Oh,
yeah. Oh yeah. 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 That's when Odell was bugging and was handing out was handing out money.
yeah. But yeah, Joe. I mean, obviously he's only hasn't signed the contract because of COVID related things, but obviously he's got the contract guaranteed. But
hmm
still, I hope his career goes well. And I just thought should talk about that. He about to be rich, rich. He's projected to receive a 23.9 million dollar sign bonus.
I really be thinking about how much money these athletes be making. I'm just like, damn, bro. Like, I wish I could play one of these sports, not just for the fact, but like the sport. Some of that chicken. Just give me the chicken. I'll play 2 years and that's it. I'll be a bum. Niggas be like, oh nigga, you was whack. I don't give a fuck. My bread,
Yeah,
nigga. Pull a Gilbert Arenas, get that bag, and I
23.9.
don't give
Exactly.
a fuck.
But now to esports, now to esports because it's over
hmm
with. So far, Valorant has had a crazy, crazy, crazy 2 weeks. Um, that had two unofficial tournaments, online tournaments that have gone well. Devs have played in it. Devs made a team. Teams from certain games, people from or players from certain games came together and made teams like the Fortnite kids, R6 kids. It's been insane. This game is popping off. Riot is not doing an organized league. They refuse. They say they're gonna let it mold itself like they let League of Legends do, which I think is a really, really, really smart way to handle stuff. If the you know if the formula worked first and it worked well the first time, why fix it? You know,
So they're thinking like a sort of
they're just
like a more like a well, I know I'm really dating my esports knowledge here, but like a MLG type thing.
MOG type thing. Yep,
Yeah,
they're
yeah, it's like a
letting
separate yeah.
smaller organizations run it before they pick it up. They're gonna let it do that, run its course, make sure before they go full on investing. I think that's where people go wrong, like Fortnite and Overwatch. For you, I mean, Overwatch made a good decision, but at the same time, um, may have it might have bit them in the ass at this point. Four major well, not major, but four Overwatch pros, including one major Overwatch pro. Uh, Last season's MVP Sinatra, one of the higher paid players in the league, has retired and now is a Valorant pro. So
What team did he play for?
Valorant maybe
No.
he played for the San Francisco Shock, who just won the last tournament or the last championship tournament. And he won the MVP
Wow.
of the season, and
Korea didn't win? I don't
no,
be
no,
paying
Korea.
attention to esports, so I just be
Nah. Korea did not win. I think well, if Overwatch was so damn boring right now, it would probably be the one I think you would like the most. But uh, no, Korea didn't win.
damn.
Um, they played San Francisco Shock played so good last season, and Sinatra was one of the reasons for it. It's crazy that um now he's retired and gone on to another esport. It's Michael Jordan going to play baseball, but hopefully, I mean, it seems like he's
Hopefully it
pretty good
turns
at
out better.
baseball. Yeah, he seems like this guy's pretty good at the second sport. So, um, this is insane. League of Legends tournament MSI got canceled, obviously due to the normal thing, COVID-19. Second biggest tournament of the year, kind of sad to be honest, but
Man, fuck it. 2020 is canceled.
it seems like it.
We're in 2025 now. I just declared it. That's it. It's over. Like the
Everything
fuck.
is gone.
Everything's gone, bro.
Fortnite World Cup was canceled, and so was Dota 2 TI, which those are TI is a huge, 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 huge prize pool. That's the one where the players get about 4 million each player type situation. That big,
Damn.
yeah, that big one that Valve does for them. I might be inflating the numbers, but it's pretty big. You walk away with a lot of money when you're first place in TI. So kind of sad. I don't know what Valve is gonna do with that money. I don't know what Fortnite is gonna do with that money. Are they gonna save it till next year's prize pool, or are they gonna spend it on themselves? What are they gonna do with that money?
The way
Never
you
know.
the way you make a stronger comeback if you're not gonna like just postpone a tournament is you double up on the prize pool next year.
I think that's the best way to handle it.
Give it a mega prize pool, get everybody back in the game, and announce it early. People get people grinding, playing the game, thinking that that they're gonna go pro, but they're not. That's what you do. That's marketing 101. There you go. Boom. But is that it in terms of esports news?
Yeah, that is all.
Okay, okay.
Thanks, Keto, for the music.
Thank you, Kiedo, for the music. Thank you, Jonah, for the doc. Thank you, COVID, for ruining everything. We'll catch you guys maybe next week. No promises.